It's been a while since I made an actual video. I want to talk about the global celebration, Daima, not being a part of that global celebration. I don't think it is. You know, the community was kind of hyped up. Social media, you know, you got The Truth and all these big guys talking about how it's going to be Daima. They called it a little too early, and then it turns out it's Zamasu and Future Saga. This game is in a place where it needs some sort of life brought into it. I'm going to talk about some of the units that came out this year, like the big ones. I'm going to talk about the content, especially like just the new content they dropped yesterday, right? The million of arena, which is just terrible. And what I think we don't need for a global celebration is the Future Saga. It seems like community split. Like half the community wants it. The other half of it was expecting and wanting Daima. I didn't love Daima as a show. I really didn't. But a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, even a mini one in Goma, that would be nice to just have new cards, a new version of, you know, Goku, a new card in the game. Instead, we're probably just going to get another blue Goku or an exchange, right, into a blue Vegito. I don't really think that we need that. People, casuals really love, I guess, the blue boys, but oh man, it's so tired. I feel like we could have saved this for a smaller celebration that isn't something that's touted to be a second anniversary for this year, right? Because that's how it really was marketed in the beginning of the year. Like the global celebration was going to be big. While we're on the subject, I don't think it's going to be 6 LRs. I think it's probably going to be 4. And I don't know what else they do. Maybe they do just straight Future Saga. Maybe they do split it up, but I don't think Daima's going to be involved. And if Daima's not involved, the show ended in the beginning of the year. When are we going to do this? When are we going to drop these cards? Anyway, let's talk about the units. Doesn't really, at this point, like matter what I think. But it doesn't matter what any of us think. They're not listening to us anyway. But we'll just talk about the units that have come out, what I think of them. I'll go over it real quick. You know, just what Daima could have meant for like a new category versus the Future Saga category. And it's all off the cuff. I'm not editing this because I don't know how to edit, but you know, maybe down the road if it gets enough traction, I'll get someone who does know how to edit stuff. But I think let's just get into it, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over. That's the entirely wrong one. I had it set up too, but you know, my dumb ass, I can't get anything right. Anyway, let's talk about the 10th anniversary, right? I think very little needs to be said about the guys who came out in the beginning, but we'll just go through it quick. Tech Vegito, this guy is everything. He is the number one. It's definitive. Everyone can agree on it, right? He's a reversible exchange. The Goku stacks attack infinitely. The Vegeta stacks defense infinitely. Built-in damage reduction on both sides. Both sides also buff allies attack and defense. Super Vegito counters super hard based on that attack stat that you're just stacking up all fight long. Really good for Festival of Battles. He's a get out of jail free card. There's really no content he can't beat. Just a really good card, right? So that's what we lead in with. And then we have this guy, STR Vegeta. I think he sucks, man. I think he's awful. 30% built-in damage reduction if he hits 6 or more super attacks in a fight. Like, bro, cards get that for free, like all the time. He needs to do 6 super attacks. And he builds up 7% damage reduction per attack in a turn, which could be like 5 attacks, but they're only a medium chance of being super. So I think his defense stat is not high enough to carry him. Like, you can get caught way before you're stacking up any damage reduction. I think he's shit. I just don't think he's good. We have the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I love this card. I think it's amazing. I think a lot of people love it. People who hate it might disagree. I don't know how that works, but he's amazing. He's got built-in damage reduction, attack and defense plus 30% for every 3 key. He supports power beyond Super Saiyan with 50% defense, just that base, in Super Saiyan 3. He transforms into Super Saiyan 4, stacks attack and defense infinitely at a really fast rate. He supports power beyond Super Saiyans with then 70% defense and gives an extra 10% damage reduction. As Super Saiyan 4, he has built-in damage reduction too. I mean, he's just fantastic. Guaranteed additional super at 24 key. He's really, really good. The team protector mechanic when he transforms for a turn, and also heals, bro. I mean, the guy's amazing. Like, he's so good, right? He's just so good. Like, let's not kid ourselves. The card's amazing. AGL Gogeta, amazing support, right? That's basically, this card is support the card. He, as Vegeta, stacks attack. The Goku stacks defense. They both buff allies, much like the Tech Vegito does. He also has built-in damage reduction. The Goku in particular dodges really hard to kill. Gogeta has high damage reduction, like super high damage reduction. He actively supports all allies on his turn for 54% attack and defense, and is active. Rainbow Key Orb Changer. His damage isn't Vegito's damage, but that's not the point of the card. The point of the card is to buff the rest of the team on that turn. You pair him with Vegito, it's a 1-2 punch combo. Good card. Really good card. Really good number 2 or 3. The only reason I would say he's not second overall is because 7th year physical Gogeta is an amazing card. We're not talking about those cards though. We're just talking about new releases this year, so we don't need to talk about them anyway. Most of these cards I don't need to, but we're gonna skim through them anyway. Okay, this guy in Frieza, right? In Frieza exchanges into Goku. It is an extreme card that doesn't really matter too much. I think the Int Frieza side of the card is pretty bad. I think some people are like warming up to him now, I guess. Some people like him. I don't like him. Frieza hits decent. Like, he hits decently hard. He has a 70% chance to stun. But he dies too often before getting to that kind of 4th turn exchange to Goku to be super reliable, right? Frieza buffs Rep of Universe 7, which is cool, or Battle of Fate for attack and defense 77% for 2 turns after his entry turn. Only has 50% built-in damage reduction, and that's when the HP is less than 70%. In the meta, that's like a heavy one-shot game over kill meta. You're not going to be getting banged up and slowly chipped away at your HP. You're going to get hit hard and die, or you'll hit hard and do the killing. Like, that's a lot of what the meta is. But in that 4th turn, when you can switch over to Goku is just that guy, right? He's got built-in damage reduction, no restrictions. He can stun. He's got extra damage reduction with Ki spheres obtained. He's effective also against all types, and he heals on his active. Goku's a great half of this card to really make up for the first half. So that's how I feel about this guy. Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I really liked this card when it first came out. I think as time goes on, I just use him less because there are better options. The kid is flat. His kid is flat. And when I say it's flat, what I mean is like it's basic. It's just cookie cutter, right? The entrance animation, you get that with a full power ally or an Android Cell Saga ally on the team. It gives him an additional super with a medium chance of being a super up to 5 times in a turn. Launches 2 additional super attacks guaranteed for 4 turns. After turn 5, his damage scale is way down, right? So for quick events, Chef's Kiss. For longer events, Floater, right? He's got high built-in damage reduction. Like, I remember towards the beginning of the year, you could put him in slot 1, he would live through hits, hard hits. Like, he's a pretty good card. When it comes to the damage reduction, it helps a lot. His active when he's facing a Kamehameha, or his active when there is a Kamehameha category ally on the team, or, you know, after turn 5 with 89% HP or less, does pretty high damage, and he gets a buff for 1 turn up to like 58%. Fine. It's just cookie cut. It's basic. He's got a basic kit. I love Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I think a lot of people do, especially my age, like just watching Dragon Ball, but just basic. Just a basic card, and that's really kind of all he needed to be. He's all right. He's all right. The next one. Oh, man. This card sucks. This card is bad, dude. It's so bad. Oh, man. Brand new Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta. Big fucking fumble. Supports allies. Defense by 33% when supering. He's built to be the first slot, like the first attacker, and he can't tank. Like, he's built to tank, and he can't tank. His defense stat is so low that he just dies. And we're not talking like truth, like you definitely got this guy to 100%, but guess what? Even if you did, he'd still fucking die. But just talking 55%, it's low, dude. It is low. The new equips are a scam. Don't get the new equips for this guy. This shit is a scam. If you look, I have 941 stones. I have 941 stones, and you'll see. There's just no way. I'm not doing this. This is a waste. None of these cards are good enough. Even with the equips, I don't care what you tell me. It's a joke. And Daima Vegeta is not going to be fixed because he's fundamentally broken. Just fundamentally broken. Okay? This dude, he can't live. He just can't live. He's designed to live. He can't live. I'm not using him. No one's really using him. Even with your fucking new equips. It's not happening. But then there's Himothy. Right? This guy is Himothy. People were not hype about this AGL Goku. This is the man. This is the guy. Okay? He's incredible. He stacks attack and defense infinitely. Supers multiple times in a turn. Guaranteed stun when Bulma is next to him or in the same turn. Built-in damage reduction. Active can trigger after 3 turns. And it heals for 30% HP and gives him 30% attack and defense on top of what he has stacked up. He's the best TUR. He's him. He's him. Right now, he's the best TUR. For sure. And while I'm at it, you know, I think Little Miss Inchichi deserves a shout out. I think for a banner unit, this is not a Dokkan festival. She didn't get her own banner. She was on Goku's banner. This card is dope. Okay? When she's paired with Goku, she dodges everything. She does decent damage. She buffs superclass allies. And attack and defense at 30%, provides an additional 30% for the Dragon Ball Saga category. It's just a good banner unit. It is a solid ass banner unit. She's good, slept on. Goku's also slept on when he came out. But her, it's one of the best banner units probably ever. 10 years, right? STR Cell, oh my god. Oh, STR tournament participant Cell. He needs tournament participant enemies or allies. He needs them. He has a domain which lasts for 5 turns based on these 2 conditions, right? He has built-in 30% damage reduction, but he's expected to die. This guy, the devs expect you to run him and for you to lose and then revive. That's what they expect. That's what his kit is. So when he comes back after reviving, his damage reduction is permanent. It's pretty high. He hits harder. Usually supers in additional time, right? His active can be triggered with 70% less, 70% HP or less after the 4th turn also. And it provides him with 35% attack and defense buff. The biggest gripe I've got with this guy is that you run 2 of them on his team and only one of them can revive, which means that one is going to just be a floppy fucking fish the whole run, the whole fight. You have one floppy ass fish of a cell just floating. I don't know. You float him, I guess, because he'll die. So that's my biggest gripe for him. Physical Pycon LR. A lot of people were happy when this guy got announced. I think he's pretty good. He does decent damage, heavy on dodge, gives support to all allies when there's other World Warriors or tournament participant category allies attacking in the same turn. Attack and defense up to 40%. It's pretty good. He gives damage reduction in the 2nd slot for other World Warriors and tournament participants. In slot 2 or 3, he has built-in damage reduction himself and a higher chance to dodge. He transforms and does even more damage. He has more built-in DR, still has high dodge. Rainbow Orb Changer, very, very good transformed, which really overshadows the base half of this card. Even though the base half of this card is like solid on his own, he just transforms and becomes a monster, right? So overall pretty good, not bad. And then there's Int Hit. Man, I personally love this guy. I've got him 90%. Like, I just kept home. I wanted more and more and more. I think he's fantastic. In base, he's stacking attack and defense infinitely. He's got 50% chance to stun. The entrance animation relies on tournament participants or Universe 6, but it increases dodge chance 20%, defense 160% just off that entrance. Launches a guaranteed additional super for 6 turns. He's dodging all the time. He can get caught. Like, he can definitely get caught early on, but if you're a few turns in, this guy's not dying. He's just stacking up defense and attack with every super he does. He's doing multiple supers every turn. So after a few, this guy's just not dying. He's not taking damage. He's not dying. It's really good. After he does 3 supers, he decreases enemies' attack and defense by 30% per turn. He seals an attack within his turn when he's supering as well. He transforms and becomes even more godly. He stacks super, super fast. Even faster when he's transformed. His stun chance goes from 50% to 70%. He gets a scouter when all the allies attacking in turn are Universe 6, which I don't think too many people are running Universe 6 teams, even though he got a huge buff this year. But he does get a scouter. His defense increases 66% in the turn for every attack received or dodged. His attack increases 66% for every attack he performs in a turn. He's an active Ghost Usher. He's doing high damage depending on his stacks. He's freeing up a turn if the enemy is stunned. Guy's goated. Sorry. He just is. He's really, really good. He's amazing. Just it is what it is, right? And then you have the other half of his celebration. This fucking guy. He exists basically to hamper a team. He hits hard and he dodges, but the dude is doing 2 to 3 super attacks per turn, and therefore he's burning 10 to 15% of your HP per turn just for doing his job. Damage, just for doing his job. He's a tech key orb changer, cool. Launches an additional super when a tech key sphere is collected. On revive or another character reviving, he's got built-in damage reduction. His defense climbs to 170%. Launches a guaranteed additional super. His active makes him do 10% damage to himself. So he's going potentially up to like 20 or 30% HP, just draining your team, of 20 to 30% HP when his active is up for existing and doing his job. That's crazy. It's criminal. He hits hard. He's dodging. None of it matters because he's killing himself. So it's just, it is what it is. This is how they built this card. It is what it is. I don't like him. Phi Khalifa and Kale should have had a fusing active. The whole community agrees. The whole community agrees. The Khalifa didn't have to buff all of Universe 6. He could have just been a Kefla and been good. That's not what happened here. Fitting for this year. Just fitting for this year. We wanted Diamond for Global Celebration. We didn't get it. We wanted an exchange Kefla. We didn't get it. They don't care. They don't want to give us what we want. Big missed opportunity. That overshadows the whole unit, basically. It's rough. Khalifa dodges the first attack guaranteed. Makes her survivability and longevity really high. I think, a couple months from now, you can still run her. She can live, especially as a floater. After evading the attack and defense, after evading an attack, her defense climbs up an additional 120%. Launches guaranteed additional super, 40% damage reduction for 6 turns. Guaranteed evade enemy attacks after grabbing 23 spheres. For 1 turn, changes all key spheres to the physical ones. Her active buffs all Universe 6 allies. Attack and defense plus 16% for the whole fight. So it's not bad, especially when you're running like a hit. Obviously, it's not bad. The easy A tech, Kale and Khalifa, helps. The exchange side of this unit is Kale. She has built-in damage reduction. She does decent damage, gains 66% defense for every attack received, launches additional supers based on how many Chi spheres she gets. Her active buffs this unit particularly, so you either you go with Khalifa or you go with Kale. Khalifa is a team support, Kale is a selfish support. 40% attack lasts the whole fight. Overall decent unit, right? Next up, Mercenary Tau. I love this guy. He's really good. I didn't get, I'm not a huge OG Dragon Ball guy. I don't really care. I like good cards. This is a good card. He's really, really good. Because people wouldn't pull on him otherwise. That's why they made him so good. He changes key spheres to rainbow ones on entry with another mission execution ally on the team. The entrance also provides 50% damage reduction. He has built in 30% damage reduction on top of that. He gets 200% attack with 12 key, another 200% attack for every rainbow key sphere obtained. Has a counter for unarmed super attacks. When the enemy is stunned, he does an additional 500% attack. It's crazy. And a 500% additional attack stat when his HP is 70% or less. His active is a 1-turn stun, potentially another Ghost Usher, right? And it changes STR and int key spheres into rainbow key spheres, giving him that 500, 200% with each key sphere obtained, plus the 500 with the stun. It triggers when there's a DB Seekers or a Kamehameha enemy. He's good, man. He's good. He is really, really good. Impressively good. And then we have our new boy, LRTN. LRTN is the most recent release. He stacks attack infinitely on 18 key, gives all allies 30% defense for 2 turns when he comes out, 75% damage reduction before receiving an attack. In slot 1, after receiving an attack, he has an additional 600% defense added, 30% DER, right? With additional 20% for 3 turns. So pretty good. After his first turn, when he comes out again, you put him in slot 2 or 3. He has defense plus 400%. His attacks are effective against all types for 4 turns. His attack climbs up to 400%. Great chance of evading. This is on top of him stacking on his 18 key, by the way. So in long events, he's a monster. He's so good. He has a guaranteed counter against Kamehameha enemies, which are all over the place, right? And a high chance of counter against just all enemies. his active does massive damage. I mean, you can stack him for 4 turns, and this man is hitting the max cap off of his active. Like, he is strong, and he gives ki to himself. He's just really, really good. So these are some of the new releases. Overall impressive, right? I think they've done good this year, all things considered, with the quality of units. Let's talk about this guy, right? This is the most recent Future Saga release, 2023. He sucks. He sucked then and he sucks now. He sucks more now, obviously, but he sucked then too. Raises attack and defense infinitely, depending on if it's a 12 or an 18 ki. It's slow. It's a slow climb. No built-in damage reduction. High chance of evading in slot 1, but you're not going to chance it because he'll die. Especially in this meta, he will die. He will die even faster than he did when he first came out. Transforms into Vegeta with 70% or less HP starting from the 5th turn, or when there's a Future Saga ally in the same turn, or a Future Saga enemy starting from the 7th turn. Vegito doesn't stack, so you want to get your stacks in before you transform. He has 30% damage reduction before attacking, 20% damage reduction in turn 1. High chance of evading, will still die. Will still die. Launches an additional super, maybe another super in turn 2 or 3. Active does high damage, guaranteed evasion for a turn. Sucks. Okay? You might like him. Listen, I like Blue Vegito. I think he sucks. I think this card sucks. So the celebration is Future Saga. That's the celebration. It's Future Saga. I'm putting myself to sleep here. And by me, I mean the phone, because I'm not paying attention to it. It wants my attention. Future Saga is not going to be saved in this celebration. Let me repeat that. I'm going to repeat that. Maybe the ones in the back didn't hear me. Maybe you didn't hear me. Future Saga is not going to be saved in this celebration. Okay? This Gohan is old. He can barely take hits anymore, but he's old. He's not getting an easy A. He's old. Okay? This guy maybe gets an easy A. Maybe. This guy will probably get an easy A. He can kind of live. He kind of can't live. This guy sucks. If he gets an easy A, it would have to save his card. It would have to be really, really good. It would have to make up for how bad he was on release and how bad he is now. But I don't, we're already, we're banking on 4 easy A's. The most cards you're getting is 4 this celebration, most likely. I don't believe we're going to get 6. I would love to be wrong. Amatsu proved me wrong. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to get 4 cards. And then what's left? 2 of these guys? I don't think so, bro. 5 and 6? This guy? This guy got an easy A in the Super. You got an easy A the whole fucking team on top of 4 cards. It's not going to be saved, this celebration. You would have to put out on Fire Banner units. It's not going to happen. Right? It's not going to be saved. You know what could be saved? If they went the Diamond route, we could have finally had a grade 8 power category that works. Right? These cards are great. These top 3 cards are really good. These 2 easy A's are solid. And then look. Super Saiyan 4, this in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you could have easy A'd him. You could have easy A'd the in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You could have had a Daima unit in there. You could have made this category great. Legitimately great. But instead, what are you focused on? Saving Future Saga category? You're not going to save it. There's too much work to be done. Future Saga wasn't meant for global celebration. That should have been done like tournament participants in Universe 6 was done over time, over multiple banners, not for one celebration. Doesn't make sense. You'd have to keep releasing units for the rest of the year. I don't want to be stuck for the next 6 months dealing with fucking Future Saga. Like, I don't. It's boring as fuck. And you know what? Honestly, even less, I want Universe Survival Saga. We had a whole year of that last year. No thanks. But, I mean, fuck, dude. You're not saving Future Saga. I don't know. Seems cringe. I think it's cringe. I think they don't give a fuck about what I say or what anyone thinks. I think they're going to do whatever the hell they want. The community would have benefited more off Daima. You know, I'm sorry if you feel differently, but that's how I feel. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, give it a like. Tell me to get an editor.